All right, I have to laugh because of people here with demonic energy in this realm, right? Who are walking around claiming to be chosen and have followers believing that they're chosen and putting false accusations on many others out here in this matrix. They are attacking people for no reason because their life is not as peachy and cream as they say. Then at the same time, they have a jealous streak like a woman scorn, which makes them, in reality, feminine forces that are broken men that are lost in society that's trying to find themselves and can't really grasp themselves. Now, one thing I do know about these demonic beings is that they come in legions, and they have followers that are confused of the false narrative of the non-complex mind of this delusional demonic being or beings. They win with the charisma. They have the charisma, and they have the mindset to have people pulled in into their realm, into their world. And they orchestrate it like an MC, the master of ceremony. Now, if you want to be in a Judaic Christian mindset, they say that's how the devil was. Now, what I do know, when they come down to people like that, you have to stay away from them. And at the same time, you have to be analytical about the lies and the contradictions and the hypocrisy that they bring to the table of anything that they talk about. Now, I've been ridiculed by many, and I don't have followers. And these people, these beings like to cast spells with the words too. They're very great with their words to a standpoint. They like to put false narratives out there, and they the ones that cast spells by saying things about wishing death on people. Let me tell you something. You never wish death on a person because you never know when death is knocking at your door. That's why you gotta watch what you say because what can be said can actually backfire and hit you instead. This is the reason why I watch what I say and how I say things. I know the power of the tongue, but at the same time, I know my own power. Now, I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of false narratives about yours truly. I don't care if I don't have a lot of views. I don't care if I have a lot of subscribers. My thing, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a realist, and at the same time, I am spiritual. I'm not religious. But I will say the low frequencies and the low energies, the low vibrations are serious at an immense state that this world itself is imbalanced because of the negative energies and the portals that are being open that are bringing forth these demonic beings like people that I've seen through my 43 years on this plane. And when it comes down to it, they wish harm to people that are actually trying to put positive energy and positive messages out there. My thing is, and I'm gonna throw this out there to you, homeboy. You didn't create me. You never did. Your name is not John Hayward Forte, and you're damn sure not Kathy Yvonne Ivory. So my message to you, I didn't lose nothing, and your cronies need to know that too. Y'all putting up false lies and narratives and trying to put stuff out in the universe to harm me. And at the same time, I want to say this to all those negative beings. You stay your way away from people that are actually walking and talking and doing what they got to do and striving their best for righteousness. You don't come at people that don't bother you, and you don't come at the people's children, because one thing you don't understand and understand and overstand, when you do stuff to people, your karma is going to be even worse to those that are actually trying to shed light to the people and are there for the people and not there to get money from the people. They're not trying to take money from the people. They're not doing anything to harm the people. They're not doing anything to bring harm to anybody, and they don't wish death on nobody. One thing I will say is that when it comes down to the delusional mind of these demonic beings in the flesh, they have the tendency to literally use brainwashing tactics as playing the victim. And then at the same time, what they do, they manipulate when they play the victim to have sympathy for those that are watching as the audience or those that are around them. And they put these fabricated lies to make themselves go up. That is one form of narcissism. There are multitudes of different narcissists and sociopaths, psychopaths, and so on. This is what creates what you call that lower frequency, something that is dealing with post traumatic disorder, PTSD, which means that that person needs professional help. You have to seek the help. You have to also look within and claim that that person had to claim that they need help, but they're not, because they want to keep that negative vibration and that energy going and going and going until they have an enemy in mind and they want to see that enemy be destroyed. And I'm here to say, I walk with the Creator and I know who I am and what I am. And then you don't want to attack people that don't bother you. You don't want to attack people that don't bother you. You don't want to attack people and spy on their channel to see if they're talking about you. And then try to see what they're talking about and put it in your sentences and so on. See, this is the way of the delusional mind. It works so many different ways. It's like you really have to see how the person that is demented thinks. The false narratives, the playing the victim, the lying, the making it seem like they are doing great. And in actuality, they're not doing great. They're you that they're doing great, but they don't have the evidence to show that they're doing great. And they capture the spirits or the souls of the innocent, and they harness, excuse me, and they feast off of that energy, and that is the energy vampiric mind state of that, not not narcissistic but sadistic and delusional and illusional mindset that they set the criteria for themselves. They have others to have others follow into their footsteps and having them believing that they are the hero or that they are the person that has been wrong done that has been done wrong to instead of the individual that they're attacking. See, we got to remember how people perceive themselves and how they use social media, YouTube, as a tool for the forces that deal with these particular energies to bring forth the illusion because many people get off track by watching YouTubers and thinking that this is the lifestyle that they really live or that they are what they consider a celebrity or that they're living this great life. Not many YouTubers are living a great life. Some of them use this as an outlet to get a lot of pain and frustration is therapeutic to them, and they want to what lure people in for energy transference. So we really got to keep in mind what is going on today, and that this particular outlet can be very harmful and dangerous for those that are looking for information, that is looking for the truth, but then so they can go ahead and start doing what they came here to do. One thing I know that I've learned from the elders that taught me, you don't want to play with the souls of others. You don't want to play with the minds and souls of others because you have to answer that in the spirit realm. When you're no longer here, you have to answer that and be judged on that. And it's sad because when it come down to it, all these individuals that think that they're above everybody, they're really not because they're learning keys of life along the way. But when it comes down to the person that has the delusional demonic mind, they think they have a superiority complex or they think that they're winning when in actuality that they're losing and they don't have the proof or the receipts to show it. They're using words. That is the only weapon that they have is the words. And that right there is a mental illness because then they got others thinking that too, which is causing them to be a hurt person. Hurt people because they're hurt themselves. We have to remember the mindset of the individuals that we are facing, and they will strike at the person or persons that helped them along the way. And I learned this on this journey. I learned this on this journey. Let me let's go for a stroll, shall we? Receipts, right? Receipts, right? I'm home. I'm home. I'm home. Look at this. I'm home. Um, I have a family. So those that thought that I was homeless, um, those that say that I'm by myself, I don't show pictures of my family. I don't do all of that. I'm gonna show you where I'm at. And the person that keep on trying to throw shots my way, don't this area look familiar? Don't this area look familiar to you? You know who I'm talking about. So, I don't need to hide. I don't need to hide. I'm as real as they come. I have no time for games. I have no time for low frequencies. I don't have time for demonic entities like you. I have no time for low lives like you. Um, I have no time for that. And I speak on the behalf of all the star children. I speak on the behalf of all of the real ones that's on a path of trying to strive for righteousness. I speak for them. That's on a real path of righteousness and not belittling people just to get views. And another thing, I don't need to call off a recorded voice mail to send negative energy to somebody and wish death on people. I don't have time for that. So, my thing to you, before you try to wish things on people that don't do nothing to you, delusional mind person, you need to really do some research on frequencies, vibrations, and also how affirmations really work. And then at the same time, you really need to really look into research of what a star child is and what is a light worker. Then you need to figure out where and what particular one that you fall into. Because for real light workers, real people that are receiving downloads from the ancestors, or they came from the ancestral realm and came back this life to bring forth the awakening to the masses, are doing the work. They don't have to be on YouTube. They are walking these streets. They're walking in the cities. They're walking and working in corporations and doing what they have to do for the people. I don't need donations. I don't need donations. I do this for the people. Because when it come down to these low vibrational energies, like yourself and these followers that you got in the web of your delusional mind, because you got so many different people following you but don't have the answers on what is going on. The whole energy shift been came. It happened in 2012. Matter of fact, it happened in 2000, going to 2001, when when they went into the war of Iraq and don't even realize that in Iraq, when they went after Saddam and all of them and start talking about the weapons of mass destruction, that there was a goddamn Stargate over there. Did you know that? A Stargate that the officials drew a serpent in fire. But yet, you don't talk about that. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about how you had people like Aleister Crowley who opened up all these portals in the of this realm in his household, and also the organizations that he started, that he never closed them portals, and that a lot of the children that were pretty much being procreated came out them portals. Or how about how there's a balance between negative and positive that need to be taking place with beings like you and the people that you have. And at the same time, with that delusional mindset, you're not telling the people the truth. The shift already been here, but what about You shifting. What about how all these people that have the delusional mind and demonic frequencies are using the charismatic persona to lure in people's energies and souls for the transferable energies for them to get from them as a battery to get them charged up. You don't have people challenging the delusional mind of the demonic beings because they're too charismatic. They play the victim, and you are part of the problem. You're a part of the problem when it comes down to waking up the real star children and the real children that were called to be chosen. The real chosen don't come on YouTube and say that they chosen. They don't come on social media and say that they chosen. That's another illusion. Don't you know the characteristics of being chosen? I'm not going to put it on here. Do you not know what's going on right now? Why are there so many immigrants coming over here? Do you even care that they're trying to get rid of our people to write us off? Do you not tell the people the delusional minds of those beings that is causing chaos and confusion? Do you not tell them what's really going on with our people here? Our people are being lost. They're not being told what's really going on with these vibrations and frequencies and CERN and all of that. They're not talking about what's really going on. Did y'all even know that CERN found a being in another realm, another dimension, chained? And they've been trying to wake this being up? Did y'all know that? But yet, we're listening to these delusional, charismatic, demonic beings that is just talking about nothing. I love Black Witch Yaya and Joseph Baba, I think Baba Ifa. I love him. I love Conjure Queen, Bedell, um, Dr. Phil Valentine. I'm just naming some of the people, and rest in power to Dr. Delbert Blair, all of the ancestors, all of the ones that the elders is no longer here. Professor James Smalls, I met the brother in person, who's a priest in Voodoo and Ifa. I forgot the sister's name, but she's in the Ifa community. I forgot her name, but I follow her on YouTube. Y'all don't get what's really going on. We're living in a duality state right now. This year, even though it's not the real year, today the Gregorian calendar is not the real year. This planet is billions of years old. Has multiple names. Gaia is one of the names. Terra is one of the names. Tiamat is another name. You know what I'm saying? So, um, another name. Uh, I forgot the other name that they called this planet, but this planet was actually a planet where a lot of wars took place intergalactically and also celestially. A lot of people didn't know that. That's why there's a movie called Gabriel. I recommend people watch that. The movie Gabriel talks about what's going on. This planet is a school planet. Many of you come down here and volunteered to come here. A lot of you didn't. A lot of you got kicked down here. kicked down here, like forced down here. Some of you volunteered to come down here, not all of you, for the experience. Um, so it's like the battle of the minds, and you got the people with the delusional demonic minds that's literally doing a mind fuck. They're doing a mind fuck to the people that have been called, a total mind fuck to the people that's been called, that heard the calling. And you say, what is the calling, right? The calling is the high pitched ringing sound is one, able to see your ancestors or be able to see things that's not there in the physical, in the spirit realm. Um, you have multitudes of gifts that are about to be unlocked. When? Sometime soon. I'm not going to give you the date because many of you need to know what's really going on. It's the battle of the spirit, the soul, the mind, and so on. And then you got these delusional, demonic mind beings that are polluting and bringing chaos and confusion. And they are the archons. They are archons in human flesh, or they are possessed by the lower frequencies of them, of their lower self. Because what you need to understand, that in even in biblical scripture they said that Yahshua died at the age of 33, but the 33 is also dealing with the 33 vertebrae all the way up to your cerebral cortex, which is Jacob's ladder, where you meet the Most High, which is dealing with your mind, which is the Most High connected to your communal with the divine. So many of you are divine, even down to the low frequency beings. You are divine too, because you got a little speck of the creator within you. That's why you're doing what you're doing, to create chaos and confusion, to become the master or the masters of ceremony that is bringing forth the energies of the real people that are chosen. And you got them being manipulated by your tactics and the victim mentality that you have in your possession, to have the tides turn against the people that are literally telling and putting out there the true facts of what's really going on. And you are the agent Smiths of all of that. And you try to use words as weapons wrong. And I think it's funny that you do that, because this particular this particular tool, I will say, you're using it for that, for your own, how can I put this? Your own way of trying to manipulate and squeeze yourself into what is about to transpire. And what's about to transpire? The real ones that are chosen are going to step up. One of the brothers that I know had a serious conversation, and I told him the real chosen are going to reveal themselves, not on social media. Another thing is, another thing is about to take place, is that a lot of delusional, demonic beings that are walking, talking, and saying all this crazy nonsense and got people caught up in the matrix, they about to be exposed real soon. And what's going to happen to them? They're going to lose a lot of credibility. See, I don't need to debate nobody. I'm above all that now. I don't have time for debating. I don't have time to waste energy on that. For the last 4 years, I done dealt with the criticizing, the ridicule of a particular person all these years, and that person has that delusional mind and constantly been harassing. And not just that, they have followers, and I know that from experience. That's why I'm bringing this video talking about the delusional, demonic mindset of these beings in this plane. And it's sad to say that they wish for the downfall of the ones that pretty much looked out for those that are light workers, or those that I tried to help them through the years. And those that are light workers, the real light workers know what I'm talking about. You done did all you could do to help out those individuals, and they still on a low frequency, low vibration of hate, jealousy, envy, um, greed, um, gluttony. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's where they at. And the real light workers know what I'm talking about. You did all you could on this journey to help out specific individuals, and you realize that they were vampiric, they were energy vampires, they were uh, psychic vampires, they were egotistic vampires. You know what I'm saying? And they try to take your light away from you, and you're looking like, hold up. And then they try to blend in their light with yours to make them on a higher pedestal than you. And those light workers know what I'm talking about. The real light workers know what I'm talking about. And then they mimic your every move. Okay. And they have a mindset. These beings have a mindset thinking that they created you, but you come from the divine source, even though your physical parents, who you agreed and they agreed to be your parents before you came here, before they came here, were the ones that helped bring you here. And now you're facing the facts of these beings trying to come at you after you done did all you could to help them. And us light workers, us star children, the real ones that have the heart of gold, that look out for these beings because you have sympathy. You have sympathy and compassion. Have the tendency of trying to drain you and then try to make a mockery of you. The delusional mindset of these demonic beings are something else. That's why I said they're very charismatic. They know how to put their words together to a degree, and they like to play the victim because the simple fact is they played the victim their whole entire life, and they played the sob story of all of the things that went wrong in their life. And they even put the blame on others before they blame themselves. And when it come down to the knowledge of the frequencies, you got the low frequencies, which is very low, which deals with the lower chakra. And when that portal opens up the lower chakra, you get possessed by that negative energy, which causes demonic possession. And when that takes place, your vessel, your vehicle, which is your physical body, is fully possessed by that low frequency, that low energy, and it takes over where you are trying to destroy the person that actually helped you along the way in your own way by using manipulative tactics and also using your charisma. And then at the same time you play victim mode to the person that was helping you, and then you manipulate your way through and learn what they know and try to use it to upgrade yourself. When with that kind of mindset is very demeaning, and is very dangerous, very dangerous, because what happens is that with that possession, the person leaves legions of this particular energy when they open up that portal, and they leave it to wherever they go. They leave it wherever they go. And when they leave it wherever they go, they leave that energy there until you cleanse the location. And then wherever they reside at, they carry that same energy everywhere they go. It's real scary. So my thing is that you have to be careful with these beings because they say that you got to be careful who you entertain. It could be an angelic host or it could be that of a demonic host. Or may I say low frequency host and a high vibration and or a high vibrational host. You got to watch how you conduct yourself because you never know who you're dealing with and who you're talking to at that moment, who you're entertaining. And even down to the men, to the brothers or the men, they also say be careful who you lie down with. Also go to the women because these pools that have been open and these people that you're entertaining, that you're dating, and that you're talking to, you don't know what's in the dark that could come into light, and then you already have children by them, or you're in a relationship with that person, and they have the same delusional, demonic mindset. So my thing to you on this journey, those that are watching, be careful out there. Don't fall victim to these beings, man. I fell victim to these beings and still going through that with these beings till this day, 4 years later. And I think it's interesting because those that really know me know that I know my heart. My closest friends and family know my heart. And it's not a joke. These beings are real. And they have the charisma to make you feel like you on cloud nine and you all for them because you want to cheer for them because they the underdog and all of that other stuff, and and there's always a story behind it. Oh, I was this is what happened. This person did this to me, and you know I didn't do nothing. Stuff like that. And my grandfather, my father said something to me. Behind every story, there's three lies. There's three lies. Well, there's three stories. I'll say not three lies. There's three stories. The individual, the under individual, and it could be a lie in the middle, or it could be truth in the middle. My thing is, I always analyze and try to see the lies behind the cracks. I recommend all of my light working brothers and sisters out there. I don't care what nationality you are, what race you are. We in this together. But I will say I'm for my people that look like me first because the people that look like me go through more struggles each day. And I'm for my people. But I'm for humanity, but I'm for my people first because they need to wake up because they were the first ones on this planet created. We really gotta wake up and realize the jokes and shit that's going on out here with these people, these beings, man. These beings ain't playing. They know what they doing. It's all a psyops. Um, and know it or not, they don't realize that on a celestial level that they're actually working for the negative energies. Know it or not. Some of them do, some of them don't. It's not their fault because they went through a traumatic experience. On that note, I'm out of here. I'll be back again. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But the choice is going to be yours truly. But I'm also going to think about it. And I want to let everybody know I love y'all. Take care. And I'm out of here.